2 times world champion, 4 times GSL champion, 2 times GSL Super Tournament champion, and many more achievements. Doesn't matter, I still can't rush them. I had the pleasure of playing a best of 3 versus Rogue at DreamHack Dallas 2025, a $50,000 tournament that just finished off not too long ago, and a lot of the time you guys were saying you should Kanosh in the tournaments, and I was planning to, and it was great. And this series is the round of 8 of the winner bracket versus Rogue, and I wanted to give you my insight of how it looked like, because I really wanted you guys to see this. It was only streamed by one person, so not a lot of people saw this series, and I think this is just a great series of well-prepared Cannon Rush versus one of the best players in the world, period. He won over $1 million in prize money, so to beat him is a great achievement. So here we go. We're playing on Persephone, and just a little bit of a backstory. In game number 1 versus Rogue, I played on Tokamak on the like a kind of like a macro map, and I figured out I cannot really cannon rush him there safely, so I decided to play a normal standard macro game, and I just lost. So I'm like, you know what, might as well just try to cannon rush in game number 2 and potentially in game number 3. And the map that we're currently playing on Persephone, the wall of that I'm right now doing, with the double gateway and the pylon, I actually figured it out that it's possible to do in my hotel room right before the tournament starts. So I prepared this couple of hours before I even headed off to the event. So here we go. I'm trying to cannon rush him here. This is the hatchery first. I got my wall off exactly how I wanted it to go, and the cannon rush is starting in a good position. He didn't block me. I got unscouted as much as possible. This is a hatchery first, so I am really enjoying my position as of right now. Might as well steal his gas like I usually am doing in my YouTube series, because the beginning already is pretty good for me. I saw there's no another drone out on the map, so there's only thing happening is right in front of his base, in the natural base. My gateways are finishing, my cannons are finishing, but he finishes his hatchery, which really got me thinking, is this the right call? Am I being baited into something? So, okay, I need to add additional cannons, chrono boost out some zealots, and try to kill this hatchery, because, well, this is a big investment for the Zerg, so he will definitely try to defend this. And I've already been in this situation multiple times where I have underestimated the power of the defensive Zerg trying to save his hatchery. So I wanted to make sure that I don't fall into the same trap of underestimating my firepower, and I wanted to make sure that I actually do kill this hatchery. Both the cannons are already finished, which is a good start. I'm already mining gas, got triple cannon in front of the natural, and I'm starting to submit his core for the future transition, because I know the game will not end after I kill the hatchery. I even got some damage done. I see the spike throwers here for the very first time. Alright, he will try to defend this. I don't have much power here with the pylon. I cannot produce because there's creep, but I already killed the hatchery before the spines went up. So I'm enjoying this position, and I think this is a very good start for me. There's still gas in the main base, so he's not going for Ravagers, I think. He will try to defend this. There's even more spine crawlers happening here. 4 spines versus 3 cannons, so a little bit of a micro battle. I'm trying to micro my zealots to the best of my abilities. Cybernetics core finished. In the meantime, I micro my zealots back like a pro. And the cannon is being attacked by the spine crawlers. One spine crawler goes down. The cannon still survives. I'm trying to add some batteries, because he will actually be in range of the gateway if I'm not going to be careful. But there's still one more cannon in a decent position. The first stalker comes out. There's only one very wounded spine crawler. There's still no link speed as of right now, which got me questioning what kind of position I am in. I didn't know if he wants to go for Bane links, like he's maybe skipping link speed, you know. He has to be spending his resources somewhere, so I wasn't exactly sure in what position I am. But because I already killed the hatchery, and I also defended my position against the spine crawlers, I was definitely in a good position. But, you know, we're playing versus one of the best players in the world, so there has to be something behind this. So even though technically this is a very good situation for me, I wasn't entirely sure how good it is for me, really. I decided to go for a robotics facility in the back of my wall, and I'm trying to defend this position and try to figure out exactly what he's going to be doing. I'm adding additional batteries because he was only on 1 gas for a long time, and I didn't see link speed, I didn't see Bane links or Roach Warren. I don't know if he's going for a lair right now or what's going to be happening, so I kind of have to guess exactly what's going to be happening from his side of things. But so far, I'm in a good position. We have a very decent Conte in here. The robotics facility is still producing. I'm looking to go for Immortal because I know Immortals are going to be great, and it's going to be extremely hard for him to go down the ramp. but I want to make sure that I actually have some micro potential in my army. So I'm unblocking, like, unblocking this wall off. Because then I will be able to micro my units back a bit more. Because if I'm locked in like I am right here, it will be hard for me to like pull back with the Stalker. So I'm like damaging the pylon in case I will need to be microing back. Okay, let's see what he's doing right now with the Observer. 2 queens on the ramp, there's a Spy Crawler. I'm trying to clear some of the creep. What is this? Okay, Lair, just still producing. That means neither Swarm is nowhere near to be found. No Mutas, no Swarm Host. I'm in a good position. He must be quite low in economy. As of right now, you guys can see in the replay that the worker count is heavily in my favor, 26 to 14. I didn't quite realize this right now because, once again, this is a very tense moment. It's a tournament series. And I don't know if there's a hidden hatchery exactly. Maybe I missed a drone or something, you know? If the nerfs are starting to come into me because I know I should be in a good position right now. It's just a matter of doing things properly right now. It's time to finally open up the wall off. I saw an Overlord being morphed into a Dropper Lord, I think. But no, there is actually an Overseer. Let's go down. But there is actually 2 Dropper Lords here. My Stalkers are very close to being surrounded by the Zerglings, but I managed to survive. But I have a wall off open. Okay, time to close the wall. My Wargate is about to finish. I have an Immortal and a Zealot. Okay, since he has left with some of the links, maybe it's time for me to go up the ramp, find some damage while trying to defend at home. I warp in a Sentinel to potentially force field the ramp and defend my main. There's a Cybernetics Core in the wall off, which makes my wall off a bit stronger. There's no Banies, it's only Zerglings here. 1 Stalker, 1 Sentry, doesn't kill the Zerglings very quickly. I need a little bit more DPS. Okay, it's time to go. Maybe he has not enough at home. Let's go. He's letting me up the main. Maybe I don't know if I'm overcommitting or not. Okay, let's go. Big force fields. But there's a Dropper Lord in my main base as of right now. The queens are surrounding and links are surrounding my main army. I have no warpism to save my army. Did I overextend? And there are links in my main base as well. I'm like, oh my goodness. No, I was in a good position. Maybe I have overextended. I didn't kill that many drones. There are links in my main base. I lost my entire army. At least for me, I have a shield battery in the main base that will protect me from these Zerglings. I can also use energy recharge once I have enough energy to get that additional energy on the battery. But I have only 2 Adepts and just a bunch of cannons as of right now. He gets a very good surround on these Adepts. And I'm starting to think, did I screw up a very good situation for me or not? In the replay, I'm seeing right now it's 27 probes to 8 drones. I did not understand that whatsoever. I thought that he has a much better economy than it shows. But then, once again, it comes to, you know, it's a bit different when you are in-game and then when you're watching replays or casting the replays. I'm trying to find some more economical damage with Adepts trading in and then maybe picking it up to the Warpism, but that's not gonna happen. He's protecting his middle line. I'm feeling confident about securing my main base, but there's so many links running in. The battery is low on energy. I'm hold positioning some of my pros, trying to micro, you know, protect the cannons, protect the Adepts. So the links are, you know, kind of fooling around, trying to run around to attack the cannon, and it works perfectly. I defend with not losing too many probes. I still have a decent economy, and my Adepts survive, my shield battery survives, my cannon survives. Okay, the game will continue forward. Now I have a War Prism and an Immortal, so at least I can maybe micro. Lots of Queens, lots of Transfuse. Let's see what we can get done with the War Prism. Okay, I killed 1 John. I don't know if he made a hatchery outside on the map. I don't know exactly what's happening in this game. I only am able to keep my main base and I'm, you know, in front of the natural, trying to find some damage. But for all I know, there are 2 drop alerts out on the map. So maybe he sneaked in a drone and maybe he has an expansion somewhere out there. So I'm a bit nervous about that. Checking in with the Adept to see if there's any additional tech, if there's a Roach Horn, maybe a Spire, maybe Infestation Pit, any kind of tech that he can go for, but there was nothing that I could find with the Adept. Okay, 2 Immortals and a Warpism. I know I can make magic with this, so let's try to do some micro. See if I can find any kind of damage, or maybe trade. Couple of links, pull back. Mind you, I am quite nervous in this game and in this situation, so I am not 100% trusting my micro, but if I do it good enough, maybe it's possible to do something here. You know, when you're playing a ladder game or a tournament game, it feels completely different, and especially since I'm playing versus a double world champion like that, the nerfs are coming, and it's hard to micro to the perfection. Bit more trading. I'm defending my main base quite nicely. Going to his main base, more Adepts, more Immortals. I can see only links. And since he has only links versus a Warpism and an Immortal, I think that he can never kill my Immortals. But he sniped my Observer, so I get no more vision. And I'm thinking he might be counter-attacking me again. He surrounds me, tries to surround me. I'm trying to micro to the best of my abilities. Okay, I lost a lot of the adepts, but the immortals survive. I traded a bit versus the Zerglings. My main base is running dry. Another surround to the Zerglings, trying to micro. Picking up the immortal, picking up another one. I'm killing some links each time. As long as I don't lose the immortals, this is a decent situation for me. I'm losing some of my gateway units, but immortals are the biggest firepower for me in here. And I also have shield batteries to fall back to increase my micro potential. Going up again. Still a lot of energy on these screens. Lots of transfuse. Good surround on the immortal. I'm trying to save the immortal, but the queens were zoning out the war prism. And I lose one. And the nerfs are again getting into me. Losing an immortal is not something I can really afford, especially since we're really running dry on the economy part. Good positioning with the immortals. I'm not getting hit by any biles. The queens, once again, with a lot of transfuses. It's not very easy for me to trade. Not easy to kill the queens. The immortals are not dealing well with the queens, especially with this much energy for the transfuses. I'm trying to sneak around with the observer to find any kind of information that I can. But he sounds out the observer. I try to go in once again. Trade again with some Zerglings. Maybe kill a Ravager or anything. Without losing any immortals. Okay. Not losing any immortals is good. Additional battery. I have some excess middle, so might as well try to expand in his own natural base. This is my most protected position, so I thought this is a good idea. I cannot expand anywhere else because I will just get countered with either Dropper Lords or the Niduses that I just have heard right now. Now, how do I defend? Do I recall? What do I do? I hear the Nidus in my main base. I don't know how much is in the Nidus. I see only 2 Ravagers and a Roach. Okay, I can defend that. But now I'm a bit worried that I might have exposed my defenses in the natural base of Rogue. I kill the Nidus, and now what do? Do I keep the Immortals at home? Do I move them? There's this Overlord here that I try to kill, because this is the only Overlord out on the map, to my knowledge, that can give him Nidus vision. But I also need to immediately go to the natural base of Rogue to make sure that I defend this position, because if he breaks through this, I have nothing left. I leave one Immortal at home to deal with the Niduses, potentially if he tries to go on the low ground. The Stalker will try to finish up the Adept. The War Prism, under fire from the Queens. Yes, once again, replenish a lot of the energy on the Queens. I killed the Overlord. Okay, maybe it's time to go, but I see he's moving in something to the Niduses. Where's the Nidus though? I cannot find it. The Nexus has finished. Do I recall? I cannot recall because I've just recalled the War Prism with the Immortals to defend the Nidus. I hear the Nidus and I see that he has a lot of units. I'm actually starting to slightly poop my pants right now because maybe he has an expansion with the Niduses. I don't know if I can move out on the map to seek an expansion. I don't know what the supply is. I cannot fully understand the game because it's very, very chaotic. But as long as I have this Nexus and I have the Immortals, I think there's a chance. I confirmed the Observer that there's no expansion nearby the main base. Trying to dodge the boss as much as I can. Kill a couple of the Ravagers. There's too many transfuses. It's hard to juggle 4 Immortals at the same time. And once again, this is a very stressful situation. This is a tournament game. So this is not you just sitting at home and trying to micro. It's I'm very, very nervous. I have a lot of defense at home. Maybe too much. I don't know if he's going to be fully counter-attacking or something. But I see he doesn't really have that much in the main base. I have 5 Immortals. But he's very nicely trying to bait me into moving too much forward and then surrounding me. But I have very good micro. I'm not losing any Immortal, not taking even whole damage. And I trade once again with a lot of the links while healing up the Immortals with the shield batteries. He's morphing more Ravagers. He must be running dry on the minerals, right? Soon, the main base. Dodging, Files, Immortals. The War Prism survives, Immortals survive. Very good. Now I have a second base that I can mine from. Chrono boosting out some probes. Okay, let's seek around for a Nidus or something. With the Adept, I have a couple of seconds of breathing. As I heal up the War Prism, healing the Immortal. And let's go for trading yet again. Okay, is this a Hachi or is this just a Nidus? Okay, it's just a Nidus. Let's focus on the micro. Don't lose the Immortals, don't lose the Immortals. Micro back, dodging the biles. War Prism is extremely essential. That's why I'm rebuilding the War Prism. The second one, because this one is on red HP. The moment I lose it, he can surround the Immortals and corrosive bile them. So I'm making sure that I will not let that happen. The War Prism dies. The War Prism dies. But thankfully, I have a backup in just a moment. And he didn't have enough links to surround me. I was very nervous in the moment when I lost the War Prism. But luckily for me, I have the backup. I'll recall more of the probes, more of the adepts. My main base is basically non-existent. It doesn't matter that much. There's only a few middle patches left. This position is far more important. I'm making a second robotics facility since he's trying to defend on the Ravagers. Once again, bit of micro. Trying to save the Immortals, trying to save the Prism. Good, I didn't lose that much. We keep on trading. The unit's resources tab is very good. It's somewhat even, but I'm ahead. Even 1,000 resources difference on just one base is significant. I'm trying to keep track of that, of course, in the game as well. As long as I don't lose these Immortals, it's going to be fine. More Zerglings, more Biles. Dodging like a boss. But why is he not leaving? Is there something else? Is there something that I'm missing? Maybe a hidden spire. Maybe there's an expansion that I don't know of. Okay, I cancel the second robotics facility. I go for a Stargate. I think he will never be able to break through the Immortals, so maybe there's a hidden spire. Maybe there's something that I'm not reading well. Okay, there's so many Immortals here. Maybe I'll try to get a Ravager. I get one. I save the Immortals. Save all of them. Very good, Maiko. And there's the hatchery. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll have to find a way to destroy that. But I just killed a lot of his army. He cannot be producing that much. Is this the only hatchery out on the map? I've been scouting here. Look at this. I've been scouting on the entire map for another hatchery. I think it was an adept or a probe or something. Making sure that there is not a hidden base. Once again, decent micro with the Warp Prism. The Queens are going down. He barely has any transfuses left. I have a Stargate down. I have lots of economy back. And the adepts are doing well in the expansion. He cannot surprise me with anything. And Rogue has the GG. And we win game number 2 of this best of 3 in a crazy Cannon Rush series. In the end, I was 2,000 resources more, but I was very, very scared. And this position was far, far too important for me to try to abandon it. But the moment that he was trying to counterattack me with the Zerglings and made an Overlord here to drop the links, I was in so much chaos. I actually didn't know what to do. He also cleaned up my entire army in the middle line the moment he counterattacked with the links. It was a very, very difficult situation, but I managed to win this game in the end. So we tied up the series 1-1. Let's get to game number 3. Going into game number 3, you know, I surprised him with the Cannon Rush in game number 2. But I've played my fair share of games where people knew that I'm Cannon Rushing. And I was like, I will probably not be able to beat him in the macro game. Might as well try to Cannon Rush him the second time in this best of 3. I've tested the Woloffs a bit on this map again. To make sure that I don't fall into the trap of failing a Woloff. Luckily for me, I was able to prepare the Woloffs on this map, on Maganafa and on Persephone right before the event started. So I was somewhat familiar on which map I want to Cannon Rush and when, what to make out of it. And here we go. I see hatchery first yet again, just like in game number 2. Okay, this is a good situation. I know the Woloff. Let's see if he has any plan for defending the Cannon Rush this time. I cannot get a full Woloff like I did in the previous game with the double gateway. It's going to be slightly different. He has an Overlord here. He sends the drone, but doesn't matter. I have a second probe, cannon, gateway, and he cannot do anything for this Woloff. The drones are sent too late. The Woloff is complete. Cannon Rush has started, and let's see how this game is going to go. I have my plan. It's working well. I'm trying to put a cannon in the range of the natural base where he cannot run around with the drones or links. That we cover the entire area of the natural base. That every time he will try to run in with the links or drones to make another hatchery out on the map, that the cannon is going to be protecting this. So I cancel the cannon that is in range of the hatchery. I see that he is not pulling drones. There are no links coming in. So I need to save as much money as I can. And he tried to pull drones for a moment. Not sure if you guys noticed that. I'm going to pull back a couple of seconds right here. Because the moment I canceled the pylon, I think he really tried to pull the drones. Look at this. All the drones were pulled towards my cannon. And I'm like, I got him. The mind is pulling tricks on the Rogue right now. So I think I have the mental advantage. He cancels the hatchery. I have the double gateway set up. All right. What can I do right now? I have one cannon. Do I go for Immortals? Do I go for double gateway Stalkers? What do we do here? What is Rogue's response going to be? I see he's going for double gas. This time I was not able to steal the gas like I did in the previous one. He didn't finish the hatchery. So there's no, big advantage for me where I was able to clear his resources in a way that he lost the 300 resources for the hatchery, 400 resources for the spine crawlers that did almost nothing. So this game is starting to be completely different. but I'm trying to use my experience with cannon rushing. Okay, trying to deal some drone damage, but there's already a queen. Zergling. I'm going around to the probe to make sure that I see something here. Lair. What is this? A spine? Spore? I think it's a spine. Okay. Spore wouldn't make that much sense. So I saw no roach one and a very quick lair. He's not running around with links. Okay, let's go for double gateway stalker production. Get a battery. Try to contain him in the natural base. Since I saw the lair somewhat quickly, I'm already keeping in mind this could be a Nidus, could be one base Spire, could be one base Swarm Host. I'm not really sure what this is going to be, but I think the Stalkers can deal with it quite nicely. Especially since I see more links right now and I didn't see a Roach Warren. I'm thinking that this is probably not going to be a Ravager bust, since there are so many links. But the lair is quite quick. Since he made the Dropper Lords early in the previous game, I'm going back with the Stalkers to deal with the Dropper Lord in my main base and a potential Nidus. He runs through with the Zerglings, through the cannon, and I need to recall these Stalkers. There's no running because the Zerglings are so much faster. I'll recall the Stalkers, I wait for the links, wait for the money to make a full wall off, and I'm defending my main base from the counter attack. I kill the Overlord. Okay, that's minus 100 resources. One less position to Nidus, and he's still not breaking my position at the front of his natural. I'm trying to not block the natural base in case I need to make a Nexus out there. So I'm being very careful about the unit positioning. I'm patrolling around my main base as well to make sure that there's no Nidus. There's a lot of links. Is this a Banelings bust? Is he going to try to bust this? Like, what's going to happen right now? I'm chrono boosting out Blink, Twilight Council, double gateway, one more cannon. I still see no Ravagers, no Roaches. Is this going to be Swarm Host in just a moment? Am I going to be fighting Locus? I don't know. I don't get any confirmation. I also didn't get to kill any of his drones, so his economy is far better than game number 1. Time to build a shield battery. Okay, there's links. No Banelings, thankfully, because I have double pylon in the wall off. I don't have a sentry. I just warped in. There's a Nidus. Okay, where's the Nidus? What is he going to do with the Nidus? Is he going to try to flank? Is he just making an expansion? What do I do? What's happening? Going out with the Stalkers a bit. Is there a Nidus here? No hatchery. Okay. Confirmed. Very good. Still chrono boosting out Blink. I'm a lot in the dark. My warp gates are finished. I have a good economy. Free gateway production. It's trying to be cost efficient the moment I have Blink. The moment I have Blink, I will feel more confident about moving up the ramp. Time to get some scouting or something. Okay, there's an Overseer. Maybe I can snipe it. And I just get it. It's a big pick off on one base to lose an Overlord. And also 50-50 for the Overseer. And of course the vision of what I'm doing. What worries me right now is that he's not trying to break me. He's not trying to counter-attack me. What is he doing? I don't know. Blink is about to finish. It's time to get some information. Let's go up the ramp. Okay, what is this? Lots of spines, lots of links. Okay, but I heard a Nidus a couple of moments ago. So he probably has expanded somewhere out there on the map. Maybe I can continuously trade. Good Blink micro. I have one battery, but only one battery. I'm trying to add another one. And it's time to move out on the map with Azela to scout where he has the expansions. Additional Blink micro, trying to dodge the spine crawler shots as much as I can. There's not many links here, just spine crawlers and queens. I see links trying to surround me. Okay, it's time to pull back. I have not many shield batteries to fall back on. One is completely empty, one is just finishing at half energy. It's time to get another one. I'm being very cost efficient with these Stalkers. The spines are repositioning. Blink back, once again, not losing any Stalkers. Trading versus the links. The links are going out of the Nidus. I can see that because they're going like one by one. But there's again the link flank. Being very nervous. But my control is good. And my economy still untouched. But how good is Rogue's economy? How quickly has he expanded somewhere else? Where's the Nidus that I have heard screaming just a moment ago? Once again, going up. Good flank from Rogue, but I blink away. Just in time. All my batteries are almost dry. But the Stalkers, very cost efficient. I found the expansion. Oh my god, am I on a timer? How much can he really have here? The Zealot is killing some of the drones. No spine crawlers for you anymore. I have a decent Stalker count. This is looking good so far. Not that many links here. Maybe I can break this position. But just be very calm, very collected. I cannot overextend. I have the advantage of the micro and the batteries. As long as I'm cost efficient, I can do it. Kill additional drones. I see he's trying to evacuate. Alright, he cannot defend this position. Blink forward. Try to snipe the Nidus. And I have broken one of his expansions. That means he has only one more. I see Overlords trying to evacuate. Okay, let's get rid of the Overlord. That means he is losing additional money. Hey, there's a lair here. If I kill the lair, and I remember I killed the Overseer, So, it's a very good opportunity for me to go for a freaking Dark Shrine. There's no lair. I kill one more Overseer. So I have already killed 2 Overseers and I killed the lair. I'm thinking if I can get a Dark Templar, it's maybe game over. I also have a decent position here to make a Nexus. So I will be on 2 Nexus just like in the previous game. Okay, let's use the Hallucination. See what he has. Is this the only hatchery? Since he has so confidently and casually evacuated from the main base and he still hasn't left the game. Is there another plan? Is there another hatchery maybe in the other corner of the map? I'm trying to scout and see the amount of drones that he has. Okay, good amount of drones. Only 1 queen here. Where are the Zerglings? Is this the only hatchery? I think I will wait for the Dark Shrine. Scouting around more. How many Zerglings does he have? Am I comfortable moving out on the map? Or is he just waiting for me to walk out with this token and he's going to completely surround me? I've killed a good amount of Zerglings, but how many are left really? Trying to scout around the map. Okay, I see first set of Zerglings. A blink forward since he's running away. Alright, good stuff. The game has calmed down a bit. I see a hatchery on the 12 o'clock. Okay, what I will try to do right now, since he has made a hatchery on the 12 o'clock, and I have just scouted that there's no hatchery on the other side of the map, I will try to attack his hatchery at the 12 o'clock. Make sure that he has this alert, you know, you're under attack at the 12 o'clock, and then I will try to kill a potential spore that could be done already in his main base, which is in the corner of the map. So first, I need to make sure that I attack the hatchery, and then the DTs are going to be moving in. That's the plan. So he will focus on this hatchery that he will need to cancel. Okay. Waiting in. No spore. Hatchery has been attacked. He gets the notification. No spores here. DTs attacking the drones, attacking the Zerglings. No lair. He's just starting the spore right now. I'm in a fantastic position. Rogue has to GG out. And I win the series 2-1. Cannon rushing Rogue twice. And I was so happy. So happy to win this series. Because, once again, Rogue is an amazing player, one of the greatest players of all time, and to beat him in a big tournament, 2-1 in the round of 8 of winner bracket is a big deal. A lot of people right after this series came up to me and said congratulations, very cool games, wow, your cannon rush is so good, and so on. I was very pleased with this result. And a Laser, I believe, was watching Rogue's point of view as he was trying to defend that, and I heard from him that he has immediately after the series went to YouTube and searched for Cyril point of view. How does he defend the cannon rushes? And I think that's really funny because a couple of moments later, Cure also went up to me and he said, congratulations on the cannons, very fun series. And I asked him if Rogue is angry, and Cure looked me straight in the eye and he said, Rogue, very angry. So that was funny. And something I have just realized right now in this game, holy crap, I didn't even know that. I have lost only 3 units in total. Rogue lost 5,500 resources. I have lost only 362. Holy mother of cost efficiency, man. I just realized that now. So this is me beating Rogue 2-1 in this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And even though I didn't do well in the next series, I lost to Raynor 2-0 and I lost to Rogue in the rematch series on the lower bracket, I'm still happy to get top 16 in the world at DreamHack Dallas and to beat him in this series with a cannon rush, with a freaking YouTube strategy, you know? That's something I couldn't really imagine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below how you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next episode of whatever I upload. Cannon rush can really work at the highest level, at least versus Zerg.